Hello, this is AndyAce83, and I'm now gonna have a let's play of Full House Poker. This is the original game that soon spawned the free-to-play sequel, World of Poker Championship Full House Pro. One moment, it's called the free-to-play game is called World Series of Poker Full House Pro. But this one I'm playing now is called Full House Poker. And both of them are avatar games, but this one is not free to play. The other one is. And I'm gonna play a ranked multiplayer game perhaps? Sure, why not? And then I'll have a create new match, and then we'll just go crazy. That one, that type, and then we go continue. And then I'll have Chinese theme, and then I'll have polka dots. No. Yes. And I will wear my lucky costume, the one that always makes me win big time. Which is also the reason why I miss this game in Full House Pro, is that it doesn't have this costume. And if it did, it would probably cost me my shirt, because everything there is free to play, but it's all there's my lucky shirt, and I call myself Ace. Anyway, the difference between this game and the other game is that this one is not free to play, and then everything in the game is free, whereas the other game is free to play, but then everything in that game costs a lot of money. Like, for instance, I kind of like the idea that for the chips you win in poker, you can use them on other things. In Full House Pro, you can use it on buying costumes, buying costume things. I'm not talking about costumes, but custom things like tabletops and cards, and not to mention those cool tricks you can do with the chips. Chip tricks, like I'm doing now. So that's the problem with the game, is that these things cost a lot of money, and it's impossible almost to win, to get enough money to actually buy these things. I mean, some would cost like 350 chips and stuff, like 350,000 chips, which actually means you have to win a lot. And not only that, there are also certain items that there's a number of items that you need to use another currency than chips, which is gold bars. And these gold bars, I do not know if you can get in any other way than buying them with real money. And that's also annoying. I mean, if it was possible, for instance, to exchange chips for gold bars, that would be okay, but it seems to me that certain items are not meant to be bought if you don't pay. And that's certain chip tricks and stuff like that, stuff that I want to get but can't, because I am too cheap. I will not pay good real money for fake money. That's a bad deal. I haven't seen enough Dallas, you know, the television show, to know that it's a bad deal to throw real money and good money after fake or bad money. So yes, so this game is free to play. Oh, an Xbox One fan. How about that, folks? An Xbox One. Also, I can talk to people in this game by using my microphone. Hello, everybody. Now I talk to them. Can someone talk back? speakers so you can hear them. Mostly it's Americans, and not to be a bigot, but very many Americans can be really annoying. Really annoying. I tell you that. So now the game has started. As you can hear. And I have my lucky hobgoblin outfit, and I'm ready to win. So here you can see my stats, and I can also see other people's stats. I do this by holding down the LT button on the this game or Full House Pro? Which is best?
I haven't played Full House Pro yet.
Oh, you haven't? Okay. It's basically the same, except you have to pay real money for certain things. Sometimes they're a lot more talkative than they are today. Perhaps talkative people went to Full House Pro, I don't know. So as you can probably see, I have so what I'll do is I'll hold. The strategy I tend to use is never go all in unless you have 3 of a kind, or flush, or 4 of a kind. For Full House. Of course I break this rule all the time. So we'll see how this goes. So I got pretty good cards now to win. You can show emotions, by the way, by using your LT and RT button. If you use your RT button, you'll show confidence, whereas if you use LT button, you show skepticism. And holding none of those buttons inside makes you just casually give them expressionless if you like. So as you can see, I've got nothing. I got a king and a queen and nothing else. And it doesn't seem to be close in flush or anything. Good.
So that's a hard time, man. I don't like the bluff on it, man. I might try to see if I can.
So somebody went all nuts there. This could mean a lot of things. It seems pretty unsafe. Call on this one. Seems like blow them all to hell. Nice to talk to 3 cards, which is fine by me. Makes him more focused on chit-chatting, I guess, than hard play. Also, it probably is a strategy to make us, I don't know, annoyed. To tilt, that's called. Tilt. You tilt. So it goes all in. That may be the first person leaving now, Mexican Air Force. Yes, I expected so. I shouldn't go all in with less than 3 of a kind. And he did. That was done. Unless you suspect them from cheating. Okay, I'll give a shaky 2000. I'll give a shaky 2000 next. You never know where the cards may go on the first, before you see the first 3 cards. As you can see, I got nothing, so I'll fold, and I'll fold aggressively this time. Why? Because I'm healthy. 3 of a kind. I mean, if I had an ace, that would be great. Because that meant that I probably have the best card. If we don't have ace, we shouldn't go all in. On my 3 of a kind on the table. We have 4 of a kind actually, which is pretty good cards. Add nothing, so I fold. He is tilting obviously, he's tired, thinks he, or he has really good cards, but I think actually it's possible. I think it's tilted. Don't think it's good cards. Well, he did actually have good cards. Yeah. He on an A side, that's pretty amazing. He left, I guess. Bye bye. Okay, am I gonna be just as crazy? I'm gonna give a confident. England. This is from England, I guess. Okay, I'll give a confident 2000. Because now I can get both good cards and I can get straight. No, sorry, flush. Well, I can get straight too. I'll do a confident. Okay. We could have flush, so I'll still do some. May have flush. There's always a chance. But now 3 of a kind. Okay, I'll go all in 3. Look at my pot there, huh? Isn't it cute? So let's look at who's on first place now. Oh, I'm just in second. Let's see if I can change that. Now I got, I would say I got pretty much nothing. Else, I'll play. For the first 3 cards I always try to play, unless it's too expensive. Now I got 1 of a kind. Now up here, sorry. So I also tried to spit a little bit into the pot if I got something. But you never know if that's something that turned into something else with the next 2 cards. Okay, now I have to be careful because somebody may have a flush. Because there are 3 of the same kind on the table. 9, so he does one thing there, so do I. That's all I got is okay. Oh my god, now many probably has. Somebody's bound to have one spare. Spade, sorry, one spade. So I'm going to check this. Where is check this? Oh, he's folding. I never actually understood why people fold if there isn't like any racing or anything like that. So it seems that my papa had one spade, or actually one again. That we'll never know, because he didn't show us his cards. That would be so. Either that or he's really stupid. Okay, again, horrible cards. I may get a straight, sorry. I may get a straight from this. I got 2, 3, and 4. So what I need is ace and a 5. I got that, but I wouldn't raise too much. Also, it's a very low straight. Lots of other things could beat that. Not that much. Okay, this is interesting. Truly interesting. I think I'm gonna raise a bit just here. I'm scared of it. Now give me a 5, baby. Oh boy, let's not go all crazy, but let's go a little bit crazy. Okay, everybody seems to be taking a hint there. Yes, everybody seems to be taking a hint. Should I show them? I'll show them. You were right, bitches. Why I show those cards is to actually not to actually make them understand what kind of game I'm playing. It's just that I just want to confirm this time. Because next time I may be bluffing. See what I'm saying? They knew that this one time I actually had the cards. You get it? Are you with me? That's how you play mofo poker! Okay, I got nothing, so I'll fold if I do a check fold, meaning that if somebody raises I automatically fold, but if nobody raises I'll keep on playing. And now you see I folded, so now it's only those other 3 players. There's always a possibility that now 2 8s or 2 2s came. But the odds were not correct. And sometimes you're just darn lucky and get stuff you don't knew you would get. It is a game based on 2 things, or 3 things. Luck, odds, and psychology. These 3 things combine is poker. To know what other people are playing and the reason why. How they react to certain cards, etc. If they have good cards, what's the natural thing to do? Is it to put everything in a pot? No, many players would actually play more conservative or put less in if they have good cards and bad. You note that behind your ear. Then some people go all in no matter what. But those aren't poker players, those are idiots. So I got an ace and 6, both the same, so I can get a flush, I can get stuff for this kind of play. Okay, now my flush is out in the picture, but I have an ace, 2 and 3, so if I get a 4 and 5, something could happen. I wonder what he has. I wonder what he has. So he's playing so much. Why are you playing like that? Do you rat? What possible cards could you have? No. As the cowboys say, too rich for my blood. Xbox One file. Xbox One. Xbox. As you may already know, I have made a comment about the Xbox. I think the worst part of the Xbox is that it's not backwards compatible. Other than that, I have no real problems, and they have corrected lots of the things that I'm skeptical about, but not having a real issue with. 6 and Queen, can't do not much about that, but you know, I got a pair of 6 now. So I'll maybe racing a bit now, just to put the heat on. You'll never know. Perhaps you get 2 pairs, that's pretty good card. So the chances are that he actually has a pair of 9. And if he has, that actually will put me in a disadvantage. Okay, he's going all crazy now. The question is, does he go all crazy to fear me, or put his fear of God in me, or what? I'll fold it. Switch. Okay, I got a pair of 5. That makes me want to put a hard start. Put in some cash from the get-go. Put the pair of God in there. Come on, what you say? Oh, you following me? Yes, everybody needs to play. Good. Okay. I think I'll do a check this. I have done a little bit blind here, and the fact that I actually got a chance to flush it. Oh. All in. This is a real gamble, guys. This is a real gamble. The chances that he had a flush. And the flush beats us 3 of time. So yeah. No, I will not play on those cards with that amount of money. But let's look at the stats again. First place, baby! This is exciting, isn't it? Okay. As you can see, I would have had nothing now. Seriously, nothing at all. So that was a good fold, smart fold. Oh, that's exciting. What happens now? You think? Blow me to hell? What is good? Okay. Pretty decent pulse on that. Going for flush. Oh god damn it. Still in for a flush. He's playing hardball, and to be honest with you, the odds for him actually having something better than mine is pretty big. So I think I'll do an aggressive fold with that. Let them play it out. He's playing it rather aggressive, the English guy. But he's winning too, so you can't deny that he's winning. We're playing now for 26 minutes, a little bit or under that. Oh, we're gonna do a little bit of a betting here. Put the fear of God in them. Put the fear of God in them. Put the fear of God in them. Okay, fine. You want to play hardball? I'll play hardball. Okay, it's a bit too much, but fine. We race now. I got 2 pairs, but that's probably what he got too. Why is he so lucky? He may be bluffing, he's played pretty hard ball, but okay. I can afford the loss. Let's look at the stats now. That sent me straight to 3rd place. Now, the problem many people have, including me, is that when you kill, not when you do something mad, you may tilt, meaning that you get so frustrated that you really want to get a pass rebuild and you go all in, all for glory, but he's really playing hardball. I don't like it. I mean, what can he have? I don't know. What possibly can he have? Seriously, what does he have? I don't get it. I really need some good cards now to play. I think I'm gonna fold on that one. It's fourth place now. It's horrible. It's horrible. Now the problem is that you may tilt, right? You may go all in on something because you're so frustrated and you don't get good cards anymore, and everybody else seems to be winning big time except you. So it's important to just try to ride it, but I'm not good at it. I get more and more annoyed for every card that is bad. Like this, what the hell am I supposed to do with that? I don't do anything, so I just have to check it for. It won't let me play on anything anymore. It's too expensive. So I think I really just have to look for that perfect start, and if not go all in, be ready to go all in. Pocket ace, that means 2 aces from the start, something like that. Okay, I would have had a pair of 4s now. Although it doesn't help to kick yourself in the ass for a bad fold, sometimes it's nice to like make a note of it, so that you know that sometimes you actually could have won with bad cards as well. Okay, someone is probably going to do that. Or not. Okay, that's a good card. I'll see what I can do with that. Because you know it's going to cost me a lot to play. You really have to be willing to go all in, because people are really trigger happy on this table. Okay, still got nothing, but I could get a straight. If I got a queen, I had a straight now. I'll just follow. I have to play conservative. Oh, god damn it. I think it just goes crazy. But I will never know, but I have to try. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But you have to play harder sometimes. Okay. You got a pair or something and I got nothing. I lost. So what I just did is I start to spectate or railbirding. See who plays what. See how long that's interesting. Especially since I can't see the cards of these people, I can't actually make any comments on it. That's pretty amazing actually. None of them have flush, but that's with 4 of the same on the table. That's amazing. So as you can see, those people have star chairs, and that means they are stars in the FAMESTAR ranking system. I'm not an expert on it, but it gives you a certain advantage when it comes to weekly bonuses. You get some weekly bonuses when you play. I used to be one, I'm not anymore, because since Full House Pro has come, I play that game. And to be a FAMESTAR, you need to have played. Oh my god! Poker really can change, huh? Oh my god! Let's look at the leaderboard or the points. Oh, can't I look at the? There we go. That actually took him back a bit. That's poker for ya. One bad hand can take you down, one good can take you high above the sky. You know, the question is now, will blow me all to hell, blow him all to hell, tilt? Because if he tilts, meaning he goes all in for no particular reason, he's now in 3rd place actually. If he doesn't win this hand, he's gonna stay in 3rd place. Is he going to go all in? He's going all in, and the question is, has he tilted? He is playing aggressive, that's for sure. But as you saw, I broke the rule of going all in without 3 on my hand, and as you remember, I also lost. So every time I break the rule, it usually is a kick in the ass. I usually get punished by it, but the reasoning, although you may debate if it was a good one, is that every card seems to be, every hand seems to cost a lot now. Since, especially since low multi-health will jack up the pot very soon, so I decided that since I was the lowest, had the lowest amount, that I would try hard and see if I'd go for the glory, and then of course I failed, which is always a chance in poker. So you may say, hey, that's a bad strategy, but that's mine. That's how I play. But I would of course usually have they are really trying to block each other now, I think. Everybody's winning on low pairs. Two pairs, and the other got nothing. Okay. That's good. So right now it seems like they are eating each other. Some games can take a while, and it seems like this one's gonna take a while. Even blow my all to hell has started to play really laid back. Going all in, so did he. What will happen? Someone got taken to school. Now there's only 2 left. Dappa and Steve. If you're wondering why I choose not to remove the pop-ups Xbox messages, because I'm playing Xbox and I'm not ashamed of it. But the part of playing Xbox is actually to see those messages, so I decided to leave it on. I know that I can remove it. Oh, he's getting kind of so perhaps he's going to go now, or lots how high, and he's gonna fall. And that'll eat 6,000 chips each time. And the question is, will he have the patience to rob him blind by doing this? Or will the other person become tired of this and start playing with perhaps great cards or perhaps really bad cards? Dappa seems to not want to go in with high goals. Ah. What happened now? This is interesting. What will you do, Dappa? I didn't feel like that. Oh! Oh! That's pretty nice. I ate a lot on that. One of the things I don't like about Full House Poker is that I have 200 game score now on this game, but there are at least 200 gamer points I don't think I can get because they were part of a free DLC that was time constrained, and I bought this game pretty late. So there's been like a couple of seasons with this free DLC things that I didn't get, and so there are lots of achievements actually I can't get now, which is really annoying. I don't think a good game has restricted time to certain achievements. That to me at least is wait, something happening here. He got himself a flush, baby. Did that make him a winner? No. But now, yeah. Oh. Oh, he's tilting. He is tilting. But he doesn't want. Oh, he wants to lose. Oh my god! That's pretty neat. Now, the only way he can win is if he gets himself a tenner and the other one gets nothing. So, yeah, he lost. If he gets not an ace, that's what I meant, but it doesn't matter. So now we get the funny animation, I think. I hope I will be a part of that. I mean part of looking at it, yeah. Now I will dance and I will look at the side. They are on and I'm behind, tail there's I. There's the other players that have contributed to the game. Yay, great match everybody, great match. Oh, that was fun, wasn't it? So anyway, that is one of the problems with this game, is that so many achievements I cannot get. All this I've gotten, but I can't get this at all. At least I don't think I can. There may be one or two of these achievements I can get. For instance, that one, maybe a chance I can get that one. But I know that I, for instance, have one hand with 1 million. Let me see now, there's an achievement. We win 1 million chips, yeah, in a single hand. And I know I have won 1 million in a single hand, and I didn't get that achievement, and that's really annoying. I also got a lot of flushes off the river, that's not very hard to get. That can piss me off actually. I mean, I'm not like this kind of guy that needs to ace every game. Although I call myself AndyAce, I still don't need to ace every game. But it would have been nice to actually have the opportunity. So why they've chosen to do this, I do not know. But I think it's dumb. At the leaderboard, I am in that place, and I have a couple of friends above me and a couple of friends below me. Now when it comes to Avatar, I didn't actually get any Avatar award or bonuses today. You get it by playing 50 hands online, or in a ranked tournament. These things give you. I don't know if you're familiar with FAMESTAR, but you have like these that you get is weekly challenges, and then you have like all-time challenges. And as you can see, I get a lot of that one. Play 10 online hands as a megastar. That's pretty hard because I earn lifetime achievements experience. I don't know how much it's supposed to be. I got 100, 300. I don't know what that is. First time play, including trial. Friends owning the title. I don't know what that is. But anyway, I like this game. I just think that it would have been better if I could get those achievements. Some people complain that people go all in all the time, but that's just something, and that they don't play quote unquote real poker. But some people have like this. I'm not like that, but some people like to read strategies and to know that if you got 2 aces and there are this and that formation on the table, then that gives you this and that odds, and that formation is called that kind of thing, and if you have this, you do that, and be really like this and that kind of way. But in a public game, you will always meet people that actually play differently and have different strategies, and to be honest with you, some people rely on luck and only luck, and that can be really really annoying when you lose to a guy who really didn't, lack of a better word, deserve it, because luck is kind of who deserves luck really. But they get a good hand for no reason. They go all in and win. It can be annoying, I can understand that, but the poker, real poker is all kinds of poker. The way you play, but since it isn't real money, people will of course be a little bit more relaxed to it and go all in with $1 million when it's not real. And the question is since now Full House Pro is a free-to-play game, meaning that some people will actually use real money to buy more chips and stuff. If that actually will enhance the how people play, if people will play more serious, if you get my drift. We'll see about that. Also, I will probably make another let's play with that later, of course. I do love poker, although as you already seen, I'm not that great at it. But I hold my own. As you can see, I have 4 million chips, and I think that's pretty amazing. Don't ask me how much I've lost though. We'll see. I think actually you can see it here somewhere, like the totality of the. Perhaps it's on help and options. Yeah, career stats. Hands played, hands won. It doesn't say how much money I've won in ratio of lost. It doesn't say that. But I do think I actually have won more than I've lost. There was a time when I used to. In this game, if you go to 0, you have to rebuy. And if you rebuy, you get a certain amount. And according to your level, as you see, I'm at level 50, and that's the highest you can get in this game. If you have a certain level, you can buy in at higher. You get more money. But I think I stopped doing that after a while. I sort of got the hang of it. Sort of learned to play a bit more conservative. I'm not sure, but I think I've lost less than I have won. Perhaps I can see it on leaderboard, and there may be a chance that lifetime XP, lifetime bankroll, rank play, weekly XP, lifetime XP, lifetime bankroll. No, it doesn't seem to be like that. I thought actually you saw how much money you won. Control loss. And yes, I am friends with Justin Bieber. I'm just joking. He's probably not the real Justin Bieber. I kind of like a guy who makes an avatar, and actually if you look at his profile, he has gone all in, I can tell you that. That's my kind of sense of humor, to be honest with you. Of all the heroes of the day to call yourself Justin Bieber. And also, if it turned out, let's pretend that it was his real name, that this was really the Justin Bieber. It wouldn't bother me. I have nothing against Justin Bieber as an artist. Of course, it's not meant to be music for me. I am a man. I'm a gentleman. I'm actually quite a lot older than he is. I am 11 years older than him. So, but I'm not twice his age. That's a comfort, at least. I am not twice the age of the guy who is the teen idol right now. Yes. But anyway, I have nothing against him. The songs I've heard of him is, I guess, okay. I have heard worse. And to be honest with you, I find him far less smug and disgusting than, for instance, those British teens, what they call One Direction. I saw this guy called Taught in the Shadows. and he made a sort of analysis of One Direction songs. He just had like these short sound bites of many of the songs they sung, singles, and then Todd said like, it suddenly dawned on me, One Direction wants to sleep with your daughter, and that's so true, because that's so true in a funny way. I'm not actually saying that we know for sure that is what the One Direction guys want to do, but the songs are so calculated, so almost manipulative to a certain age group of teen girls and how they experience the world, you know. Oh, you're not ugly, I see your inner beauty. You shouldn't be insecure, 'cause you're the kind of girl I would love for sure. You know? So, you know, teen girls love that, especially when it comes from a shaggy boy. Shaggy, rugged, good boy. Kind of effeminate, but still kind of boyish, you know? So, I like Justin Bieber far more than they. Yes, but I have no trouble. When I was young, I probably hated the teen heartthrobs from that age. Like, I hated Backstreet Boys, and I hated a lot of those teen idols back then. Because back then, I actually thought of them as a kind of competition to me. Like Usher and stuff. I mean, I tried to date and get it on with the girls in my class, and knowing that they had like this types of men hanging on their wall, and that I supposed to compete with them when they're 10 times as much successful as I am, and well, not as handsome as I am, because let's be honest, I am one of the most handsome guys you'll ever see. But I felt a sort of so scared by it. Not scared, but that's why I didn't like them, because I thought of them as competition. And I bet that a lot of people who hate Justin Bieber sort of thinks the same way, that they can never be as him, and he is. To be honest with you, I think he's a pretty boy. And my English teacher would probably say, handsome, Andy, handsome. Boys are called handsome. That's actually a true story, because I called a guy pretty in a book called Lord of the Flies. It was an English book we were supposed to read. And I described one of the boys as pretty, meaning you have handsome, but handsome is not the same as pretty. Pretty is sort of like an aesthetically pleasing person, whereas handsome is more like, it's a more of a broader spectrum to handsome than pretty, I think. To be pretty, you need to look a certain way, and it has to be like, more people would have to agree that you are pretty, I think, than handsome. That's at least what I thought, but I called a character in the book pretty. It's a Jesus figure, I can't remember what name it has, but it's a character that's supposed to represent a Jesus-like character. And I called him pretty, and the English teacher corrected me and said, handsome, Andy. Boys are handsome, but I think Justin Bieber is pretty. He has he hasn't much of a manly, as most people probably heard that people say he looks like a lesbian and stuff like that. Although I think that's really cruel to say that. Although I don't think actually Justin Bieber cares, because he has like $1 million friends. He doesn't need your opinion, but I still think it's cruel to people who may look like him and stuff like that. He doesn't look like a lesbian, but he has had some hairdos that it hasn't been as fitting as others, and he may have looked sometimes effeminate, but it's not denying that he is a pretty boy to look at, and I can understand that girls would fall for that kind of thing. Also, I probably can understand those guys in. But to be honest with you, I think Justin Bieber looks less slick. I think many of the guys in One Direction looks slick, like future whore masters, you know, those kind of guys who would get all kinds of diseases. Whore masters, playboys. I don't think Justin Bieber looks the same, but he do have too many tattoos. That's my opinion. I mean, seriously, he's going bananas on those tattoo shops. I don't get why he does it. Why would anybody get so many tattoos? I mean, why would anybody get one? That's the first question, I think. But if they have one, fine. Why do they have 10? Why do they have 20? This looks like every celebrity in Hollywood seems to be like getting more and more tattoos, and so they become like sort of a more and more painting with less free canvas, and it's sort of, it's so disgusting, especially when it becomes like more tattoos than skin, and very few people look good in it. There are some, perhaps I remember this woman in LA Inc. What was her name again? Black-haired woman. She wasn't perfect in any way. I mean, seriously, she had like a floppy body. No offense to her, not that she'll ever watch my video, but if I recall correctly, she did have like a very natural body with like fat here and there, and she wasn't a perfect. She didn't have a perfect body, but on her, all of those tattoos looked perfect, and actually, she did look well. Although it was clear that she may have some mental issues, because no normal person would do that. At least in my my psychological manual of mental health. But she did actually look well in it, and I remember I could sort of see myself touching her. Many people who have many tattoos, I sort of feel it's so disgusting that I don't want to touch them. So like, I don't want to touch the tiles on a public laboratory, and I don't want to touch a person who has too many tattoos. But still, I would. She was so pretty, and she had pretty eyes and nice pair of movements. So I would touch her in many fascinating ways if she wanted me to. Because of course I'm not a rapist. So, well, I think it's time for me to call it a quits today. We have learned a lot, haven't we? Look at my avatar doing all kinds of crazy tricks. I recommend FULLHOUSE Poker for anyone who likes poker and likes to play for free. And I also recommend it because it's far less glitchy than FULLHOUSE Pro. FULLHOUSE Pro, as of now, has had many freezes and many glitches that can be really annoying, especially when the game is so relying on you actually winning. And when you sort of get pulled out of a game because the game freezes, that can be really annoying when you know that if you lose, the money you lose is far more, let's call it valuable, than it is in this game. And still it's far more glitchy. I don't like that at all. But I think they are planning on changing that, updating that, making it less glitchy. That it does say a beta in the title screen. It says beta, so I think it's not supposed to be seen as a complete game yet. But still, yeah, I would appreciate it. It would be less glitchy when it is when it is released like that. And I'm probably gonna play more FULLHOUSE Pro since this game has this since so many achievements I cannot have. I sort of moved over to FULLHOUSE because there are a lot more achievements there, and I probably can get them all. So and I can't see any of them being time specific either. Let's hope they keep it that way, because it is ridiculous. It is ridiculous that you have to play at a certain time frame. Especially since that time frame also seems to be based on American time schedule. So, like, they have something called Texas Pro, not Texas Heat. And I think every Texas Heat is based on American time. I'm not sure, but I think so. I never actually played Texas Heat because I always think it's is that Harry Potter or something? Beginner's Life. It looks like Harry Potter. Oh well. So thank you for watching. If you have any opinions about poker, my strategies, Justin Bieber, or One Direction, feel free to share them. Also feel free to like and subscribe to my channel, where I will make lots more Let's Plays and talk lots more about pop cultural issues like Lady Gaga and homosexuality, I guess, and religion and games, of course. Psychology. I love to talk about psychology. Whatever, you know. Talk about whatever floats, whatever travel road we may find. Drugs. I could talk about drugs. I haven't done a lot of drugs, but I have opinions. I have opinions about weed smoking and harsh smoking. Yeah, I could talk about that. I could talk about alcohol, sex, venereal diseases. Actually, I know a lot about venereal diseases. Not because I had a lot of them, but because I actually have a medical, not degree, but I have a medical education background from college. So I actually know a bit about venereal diseases and regular diseases and how we get infected and what we should do when infection strikes and stuff like that. I can talk for hours about all kinds of subjects. So if you have any sort of issues you want me to talk about, feel free to ask me. AndyAce83. I feel so alone. Is that natural? And then I would probably ask, what's your age? If you're like 14, I would say yes. If you're like 40, I would say yes, but you probably shouldn't think about it because you're 40 now and you should really focus on other things than existential questions like paying your rent and writing your testament, stuff like that. So, you know, ask me any kind of questions and I will tell you. Also, I've seen PewDiePie has lots of fans, and I have no fans. But if I ever get a fan, would you would you mind making that costume for me? Because I've seen that PewDiePie get lots of gifts, and I'm far more funny than he is, and I also am a lot more handsome because he's a pretty boy while I'm a handsome guy. So you know, also since you don't know how I look, you can just imagine yourself how I look. See, you know, I can be anything you want me to be. Like that guy in those romance novels. What's it called? Lorenzo Lamas, isn't that? No, I can't remember what it's called. It's a guy who's on all kinds of romance novels. Or I can be whatever you like. If you like the kind of guy that's dressed up in hobgoblin costumes and likes to do chip tricks, I can be that guy too. So you know, I can be your dream boy, guy, man. And if you make that costume to me and send it to me, I will. Also, I am that fat, so you need to make it that fat. You need to fit a pot belly in there. Okay? Yes, I think I'm done now. Well, it was nice playing with you. It was fun. Like, talk about strategies, and I think we should do more of that. Don't you think? So I'll do a let's play of that other poker game, Full House Pro, or World Series of Poker Full House Pro. And then, if it glitches, I can rant about how bad it is that it glitches, and if it doesn't glitch, I can actually show you how it works. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. So, see you around. I love you.